Hello, dear royal queens and kings, princesses and princes. How are you doing today? I pray you are doing well. I pray on any and every aspect of your life you are healthy. A couple of weeks ago, I started on a topic of mental health and emotional struggles, and I asked to know, what do you think about these topics, and are they biblical or not? So when reading the Bible and with my background, meaning with what I've gathered from education and everything that I've learned, I am bringing the psychological part of my education and adding it to the biblical aspects. What I know about God, what I've learned in the Bible, and putting them together so we can all learn. So when I was reading the Bible, I read Psalms 13, and something hit me. There, David, that man that I really love in the Bible, in this case, David said in Psalms chapter 13, he said, "Oh Lord, until when will you forget me forever?" When I read that part, I say, wow, the man after the heart of God. And even Jesus is regarded as son of David. Do you know what that means? For Jesus, who is the son of God, to be considered the son of man, and that person is David. Wow. But for him to say, "Oh Lord, how long would you forget me? Would you forget me forever?" You can go to the Bible and read that passage. It's in Psalms chapter 13. And I see there and I can feel what he was going through at that moment. That means that he was in a state of abandonment. He felt like God has forgotten about him. He felt fear. He felt despair. He felt angry. He felt like something was missing. So I'm wondering if we valid the emotion of being joyful, of feeling gratitude, of feeling happy. Why can't we know that our God also understands us when we feel fear, when we feel sad, when we feel angry? Our God can see it. He understands. He knows what we are going through. Now, when you are feeling anything contrary to joy, gratitude, happiness, you just have to make sure that your actions do not cause you something that you will regret later. Right? Because for me, in my community, you're not supposed to be angry. Basically, my culture, when I'm talking about my culture in this point specifically, I'm talking about being a Christian. I consider my Christianity to be kind of like a culture, right? You're not supposed to get angry. You're supposed to just give everything to God. But are we being real by feeling that way? Is God asking us to be that way? Or we are the one making all this ideology and thinking that we should just leave everything and not say anything, and because of that we don't deal with our feelings. So I studied about David and I wanted to talk about David. The next time, stay tuned. I'm going to talk about how he was also dealing with some things in his life that he said he talked to God a certain way. I'll share with you whatever I find. Thank you so much. Stay tuned, and I love you. Have a nice day.